What's going on, guys? And welcome to another episode of Whiskey Talk with three dudes.
Woo! We're back.
Yeah.
We survived.
Actually, it's not too cold, so I'm good.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be colder.
I'm good.
It's because we left the door closed for a while.
I know.
We did.
Yeah, that helps.
But
But
what up, guys?
Outside of the garage, it is cold though.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Well, I mean,
I don't believe.
Californian here, so 52 degrees is like 20 below zero for me.
Well, it's not that bad.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad, guys. It's freezing over.
I'm gonna get frostbite, Larry. No,
No, as
Okay.
well.
So
That's fine.
Eddie's still not drinking. So Larry and I are,
Mm-hmm.
and we're revisiting Whiskey Del Bac, which is from Tucson, Arizona, one of my favorite places in the world.
Smells good though.
It's Distillers Cut. Did I say that already?
I
No.
don't think so.
No, you didn't.
It's Distillers Cut, so it's cask strength. The proof on this is 120.5 proof. Very smoky.
Yeah.
Very delicious smoke, though.
Yep.
Mesquite smoke. Now, let's see. It says notes of dried stone fruit and layered herbs shine on the palate, and lingering vanilla sweetness develops with a lengthy finish, thanks to its higher proof. Which, yeah, that's actually pretty spot on.
That's what I like about Del Bac because it's so complicated on the flavors when you're drinking it.
Yeah.
It's very
It's
complex.
really
Very
good.
good.
Yeah,
I like it.
like cherry.
So we survived Whiskey Wonderland.
yeah,
Our second year this
Oh
time
my
around.
gosh. So much fun.
Yeah, I won.
That was awesome.
Just playing.
So we had a game going because they give you these tickets and you're supposed to hand them the ticket, they'll punch it, and then they'll give you a drink. So we're trying to see who would get the less punches on their cards, and I lost.
I think Oscar won.
Yeah, Oscar
Oscar,
won,
I
yeah.
think Oscar. Well,
Oscar did win.
I mean Eddie technically.
No, because he didn't have a card.
That's true. He didn't.
Well,
I guess that does
so-
disqualify
So
you.
that's I'm disqualified.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Oscar won. Oscar's
Yep.
my brother. He ended up going last minute. Like he wasn't going to go, but
Yeah, because Eddie had bought the ticket and the VIP ticket sold out, which they sold out, I think, faster this time than they did last year.
yeah.
So it's a good thing we grabbed them early.
I saw there was like less people this time though,
It seemed like it.
right?
Yeah.
I think it was just because there was less vendors this time around, so it was
It seemed
there
a
was
little bit more
space.
open.
Yeah,
That's true.
There wasn't all that
Yeah.
space being taken up by the snow.
Oh yeah, and that car that was there too last time.
The car was there this time though.
yeah. It was a
Oh,
car
yeah, it was,
and
it
the
was,
band.
There was a band.
Yeah, there's a
But
band.
the band
playing.
was inside.
No, they were playing outside.
I don't remember that.
It was like not a ska band, but it was like old school. I don't know.
That was
kinda-
inside.
No, they were outside.
No,
There was a stage out back.
I don't believe.
I believe.
I think you're mixing them up.
I'll find pictures.
No, you were mixing them up. The one that we went to at Bastard's Canteen, where the Steady 45s played outside,
Oh,
that
I
was
am mixing it up.
yeah, you're mixing it up because they had a stage.
That's right.
Modin.
Steady
No,
for
just playing.
Modin. Dang.
Fuck.
Throwback. Flashback Friday over here.
I
No
know.
shit.
Dating yourself, man.
Damn.
Wow. bro.
Yeah, see?
How to bring it out?
How did I even remember the name of the band and you didn't even remember the event?
I don't know, man.
Damn, that must have been some good beer.
It was good beer, actually. That was
it
a good
was.
time at that event, too.
Yep, and then we got in for free at the bar across the street to watch the
Oh,
fights.
that was the story you guys were talking about
Yep,
on that weekend.
that's the event. Yeah.
That's tight.
We'll tell the story. Well, let's just tell it right now.
Yeah.
So we went. So Larry invited me. He won tickets to, what was it? Like, it was like a beer festival?
Yeah, it was like a beer tasting thing.
And it was at this bar also in LA, right?
It was in Bastard's Canteen in Downey.
Yeah, Downey. And so, anyways, after we finished drinking all the beer there, that was the day of the McGregor fight, correct?
Yeah, McGregor versus Nate Diaz.
And
I want to say it was the first one.
yeah, it was the first one. And there was a bar showing it across the street, and they had pink wristbands, which we had pink wristbands from
Yeah.
the other event, and they were charging at the other bar. They were charging $20 just to go in to watch the fight.
Yep.
Well, we showed them our wristbands. They're like, oh, he can't come in talking about me because I wasn't properly dressed.
Because he had a tank top on, I think, and
I
they didn't
did.
like that.
So I was like, well, what if I put a sweater on? He's like, yeah, just put a sweater on. So we went back, grabbed a sweater, walked right in, didn't have to pay
Yep. Watch the fights.
That's awesome.
for free.
I
Yep.
know.
Because they didn't coordinate which wristbands they were using across the street.
Nope.
So it was pretty awesome.
That rarely happens too. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, Whiskey Wonderland was awesome at Roxanne's. Definitely have to go back next year.
For sure.
In terms of whiskeys that we tried that really stuck out to us this year, oh man,
Texas.
Yeah,
well, I didn't
Yeah.
try it, but
Garrison Brothers.
yeah, that was good.
That was really good.
Their stuff was good.
The Octomore.
Yeah, that really stuck with me because I didn't expect to like it at all.
that's a Scotch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, but it's a pretty heavily peated Scotch, and it just it was awesome. It really it was one of those ones where it was kind of a risk because I told the bartender, they didn't. I mean, it didn't seem like they had a whole lot of like the rare whiskey selection like they normally do.
No, I mean
They had Pappies.
They had the Pappies. Yeah.
They had I want to say it was 12 and 15.
I think the 22. Not
Oh.
22, but 20.
20 as well.
20
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but I asked around. There were some girls there, and one of them was being really weird because apparently she has a thing for beards. But because they were talking, I overheard them talking about like the Pappy, and I was like, "What do you guys think?" I was like, "I to me it does. I mean, it's good, but it does. I mean, I just you guys were talking about it. What do you think about it?" They're like, "Yeah, it's okay." I was like, "But is it like $1,500 good?"
Yeah.
But they're like, "No," which
That was our
Yeah,
reaction the first
no.
time too.
which we tried the 23, and that was a lot more expensive. I think that's like $2,300.
Mhm.
But not overly impressed. I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong. Not secondary market price is good though.
No.
And the thing is that they got bought out a while back by Buffalo Trace, so
Oh, they did, huh?
or Heaven Hill, I should say.
Mm.
So it's all. Was it Heaven Hill or was it Buffalo Trace? I want to say it's Buffalo Trace, but it's not the same distillery really, and
They just bought the.
they bought the brand basically.
Oh,
So
is it the same kind of whiskey in the same barrels, or is it like different? Oh, who knows?
I'm sure it is. I'm sure some of it was bought and they bought the actual whiskey. Some of it they actually they bought the mash bill.
Oh yeah,
It's in the same area. Blah 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 blah. But it's one of those things. It's like the first time we got there, we saw Heaven Hill, and they had Henry McKenna,
Yeah.
which we were surprised, but we were like, dude. So we started talking to the guy. We were like, dude, we can't find this stuff anywhere.
Yeah.
He's like, well, we're kind of because they got really popular. It won some sort of award, I guess.
Yeah, he was actually there was a group of guys in front of us, and he was telling those guys that had won an award.
Yeah.
And then you were like, "Well, that's why we can't find this shit."
Yeah. I was like, dude, this is my go-to in terms of recommending it
'cause
to
that-
people.
Yeah, that's right. That's when he was saying that they had to age another and then bring it out.
Well, that's the thing. It's 10 years old. So that's what he was saying. He's like, it's not like we can just make more.
Yeah,
It's true.
So it's one of those things. It's like they had the supply. I think he explained like it was something like 300 cases in California
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
is what he said. So
So it was a small number. It wasn't a lot.
no, I
that
mean,
they
when you think
have.
about the whole state of California, 300
Yeah.
cases is
It's
not a
nothing.
lot.
Yeah.
Especially, and it's surprising to me because it's like, I mean, we used to find this shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I guess once you win awards, I mean, it's
I get-
off the
well,
shelves.
again, it's the same thing as the Japanese whiskeys. Now they're coming back. Like I'm seeing Harmony a lot more on the shelves than I used to.
Yeah.
I'm still seeing Nika from Nika Coffee Grain around,
Yeah.
and that was supposed to be discontinued.
Yeah.
Maybe people moved on from it, and now it's staying on the shelves.
Maybe it's like diamonds. You know how like there's an infinite number of diamonds, but they're like, oh, it's really rare.
Well, no, I don't think it's that. It's just the demand for it, right? It's
Yeah.
just it spikes, and then everybody buys it, and you can't find it anywhere. So hopefully, in the next couple of years, McKenna will be back on the shelves, and we'll go back to enjoying it.
Stock up on it.
Yeah, and whenever I see it, I'm probably gonna grab a bottle if they're not selling it for a ridiculous amount of money.
Yeah.
I think I still have an unopened bottle at home.
You think they'll go up in price after all? Probably because that's
No.
special.
No, I doubt it. It'll come back, and it'll be, it'll stay where it's at. I think.
Oh, okay.
I mean, right now it's selling in
Curious.
secondary. Right now, it's selling like around like $60. So
So like double.
Yeah.
right around there, $50 to $60. So not like, oh my god, I'm gonna sell this bottle that I have. Like fuck no. Like, I mean, even if it went up to like $150, I don't think I would sell it.
No.
I don't think so, because like it's not like you can just turn around and like replace it. Like
No.
if we went out this weekend and to look for it, like if you happen to find it, it's probably going to be like one of the smaller liquor stores, and it's been there for a while. Not that that's any problem or anything.
What if the bottle sold for about $2,000?
Oh, then yeah,
Done. eBay.
yeah. I'd sell it. I mean, if it went up to 1,000, I'd have a problem not selling it.
Yeah, I guess. So going back to Garrison Brothers.
Yeah.
So I like them because the flavors in that whiskey is just it's very complex,
so
like
intense, so complex.
Very
for
intense,
especially,
complex.
I think they said they mentioned like the one that we really like was only aged for like 3 years.
4 years. 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he had said it was 4 years. Yeah. Well, I'll get into that, but because of the heat of where they're at, which they're located out of High, Texas, which is near Austin, I believe he said. Because of the
like
heat,
2 hours away from.
Not just the heat, but the temperature, like the fluctuations.
The fluctuations, correct.
Yeah.
Because of the heat, like it'll expand, so that pushes the juice into the staves, into the wood, and then during the winter it's really cold, so that constricts the wood, and so then it pushes the juice back out. Back in.
That was interesting. I didn't know about that.
Well, yeah, that's
Honestly,
that's how it happens. And they're his explanation for like the fact that they're using thicker staves, because like literally the first time they tried it, the pressure was just too much inside the barrel and it exploded.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
I know.
Like you fill up your barrels, you're like, all right,
and then you come in, you're like, fuck,
just fucking exploded barrels everywhere.
They had to put thicker staves, right?
Yeah, that's what he was saying.
It was like 2.5 inches or something, like inch and a half maybe.
It was charred too, wasn't it?
Yeah, they charred them.
Yeah. That's pretty much like, I mean, that's part of any barrel process. That they're not going to make barrels without charring them. But he went into like the char level that they discussed that. Really knowledgeable guy, at least from what the stuff he was saying.
Yeah,
he was giving us a lot more information about the actual whiskey than some of the other places were, which I found cool.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, even the
history,
even the science guy with the whiskey, the science whiskey.
Yeah, Glyph whiskey.
Glyph?
Yeah, that's what it was.
So he explained it in a way which, I mean, and we'll talk about that one. But I mean, going back to the other one, that one was probably my favorite that stuck out. Mm-hmm. Inside the VIP room, probably the Octomore was probably the one that.
Octomore was good. I did also like the other High West whiskeys, which was the Double Rye and the Campfire. That one I liked.
Oh yeah, they had those other two, huh?
Yeah, I tried that one. That one was good. I've been curious about those. So now that I know that we've tried them and they're actually good, I've seen them around. We'll probably grab a bottle of those, because we've tried their standard bourbon, and it's pretty good.
They're starting to have more and more. I've been noticing too on the
High West.
Yeah,
they've had at least like typically like 4 different ones that you'll find where they sell it. Their Double Rye is pretty popular. Campfire you'll find.
Campfire. I'm interested in try that one night.
Yeah.
Well, no, you weren't drinking.
Yeah.
I forgot.
We tried it.
No, you tried it.
No, that's right. So I've been wanting to ask you. Now we'll talk more about the other whiskeys, but how was it going to that event and not being able to drink as much as you wanted? Was it difficult?
No, it wasn't difficult actually. I think it was more informative for me than anything, because I was just more concentrated on what they were saying than what trying to smell it and trying to drink it and stuff like that. So it's just a different aspect when you're there and you're just listening instead of just tasting it. But yeah, you do get curious because you're like, man, I wonder how much like the Texas one, what was it, Garrison?
Garrison.
Yeah, that one I wanted to taste. And then I actually wanted to taste that science one that we were talking about earlier.
The Glyph?
That one was
because I was like, man, I wonder how interesting. 24 hours?
Yeah, same day.
It's just crazy.
Speaking of more, they can make some more.
Yeah. If there's one in award, they can make as much as they wanted.
No kidding.
That's true.
Yeah. So their whole thing is that they, I think how they described it was like molecular whiskey. In that, like, somehow they get like a lot of the, like, they get the components of the whiskey that gives it the flavors, and then they combine them for certain flavor profiles. um and then I guess kind of like when he was going through that, I was asking, oh, so it's pretty much like the way a perfume is put together. And he's like, yeah, exactly. He's like, our distillery, he's like, really, it's, I mean, we don't have, he's like, it's open, but he's like, there's no barrels or anything there. He's like, so we can make our stuff in 24 hours. I think they're still looking for distributors. A lot of cool stuff there. But
They're out of San Francisco.
yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see, if they can get together with, some distribution and see, because I mean, I'd like to try some of their other ones.
Yeah. Did they have other ones, or was it just that one?
I think they had a couple different ones. I want to say they had a couple different ones.
And I was surprised. It was good.
It was good, and it was
Smooth.
yeah, and that's kind of the thing. It's like it really had a lot of like the pleasant notes, and because they can actually tailor like each component, like they can make like your perfect whiskey, whatever you wanted. Like in theory, they could make it.
Yeah.
Whatever your ideal whiskey is that they could fine tune it, or whatever you don't like in a whiskey, they can fine tune it.
Can they make Henry McKenna?
I don't know.
Maybe, huh?
Probably. It might take them a while.
That would be good, like marketing thing for them. Like, say you have like classes where you come and make your own just for like a day or something like that. Just like if they wanted to make extra money and just
so Weller did that with their create your perfect barrel. They kind of like had they community sourced a bourbon that they made. Like they gave you a bunch of different options, kind of like how Buffalo Trace on their website, you can choose different options, like age this way, this mash bill, like this, like they put it all together, and then they distilled it and aged it, and they released it. You'll see a bottle of it. It's hilarious because I think it sold for like less than $60. You'll see a bottle of it at El Cerrito. They want $500 for it.
Holy crap!
What?
Yeah, that's wild.
Damn.
Yeah,
I'll pass.
yeah, and it's like, yeah, that's gonna stay there. I mean, even secondary is not. I don't think they're selling those for $500. So,
damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know. Somebody will buy it. I mean, if they really wanted it. I mean, at least from what I've heard, it's not life changing. It's just it's good, but I mean, $500 is a lot to ask for a bourbon, I think.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah. That bottle of Octomore. I've seen them around, and there's different ones, but specifically we tried Octomore 8.1.
Yeah.
I think the retail on that's like $180. I haven't seen any. I don't think I've seen any at El Cerrito. I don't think I've seen any there.
Noctamore? No. I haven't seen any there. But the bottle it's all black.
It's very striking. It's a very striking bottle. If you've ever seen it and you'd know what it was. Kind of like I think it's the same distillery that does Bruichladdich. I want to say it's the same one. I think that's why their bottles are kind of the way they are, but I could be wrong. But yeah, that was cool. It made me a little bit more interested in trying more scotches and getting into some of the Islas. Because before, the way that I've heard them described, it seemed like I'm like, I don't know if I'd like that.
Yeah,
but who knows?
What do you think about the Australian distillery? What was it? Oh gosh, I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up because I like theirs too.
Yeah, their logo is pretty cool too. That little hat. Oh, so one of you guys got a hat. You got one?
Yeah.
No, oh, you got the hat from them.
Yeah.
I got the hat from Glyph.
I got a hat from both.
Both of them.
Both of them.
I got Bofa.
Oh my god! Why isn't this? Look at this.
It's in the story.
What the? Oh, the internet.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was acting up. Right now.
Starward.
I think it just interrupted our broadcast. Oh no, never mind.
It's called Starward.
Yeah.
And they're out of Australia. I forgot what part of Australia. Melbourne.
Yeah.
Melbourne, Australia. They age them in like wine barrels.
Oh,
Yeah. Another one we tried was Glen Scott.
Oh yeah, Glen Scott was
The
good.
Glen Scott 15. That was good. So that's another one that I'll keep an eye out for. Hopefully, run across a bottle of that. Trying to just look back on the pictures I took that day, see if I remember anything specifically. I tried the Heaven Hill bottle and bond. That is fairly new, and I started seeing it pop up. I don't know. Was there really anything special in terms of like, I found it fairly similar to, I mean, for what they want for it, I almost think that it's the same distillery as Henry McKenna. So, and it's bottled in bond and in 100 proof. I don't know. I don't want to say it's the same thing, but possibility is there, right? Or no, actually, we tried the Octomore 10.1 is what it was, not the 8.1, but 10.1. Oh, and then Redwood Empire. We tried their rye. Their rye was good.
Yeah.
I had a few stamps on my VIP card left, and I talked to we tried that Chinese the Baiju.
Look.
That one. The smell on that one.
The one that smelled really bad.
The one that smelled really bad was bad.
Okay, I have to disagree. It was bad in the beginning, but then at the end.
Wait a minute. So which one? Okay, so the one that smelled bad, was that the darker one or the lighter one?
Lighter one.
So I didn't like the darker one.
Yeah.
The darker one I was not a fan of. The lighter one I could see.
I like the finish on the darker one.
I don't.
But I like it on both actually. It was odd. It smelled like cheese.
Both.
Yeah. The lighter one smelled like feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's
like just some funk.
It's like, damn, girl, your feet are so intoxicating.
Yeah, we tried that. That was interesting because it was with one of the guys outside. I was like, "Oh, you gotta try it, this and that." I was like, "I've seen that bottle around." I was like, "But I'll try it that way next time if I go through. If we really like it, next time I pass through China, like
you could go, yeah.
I'll pick it up. I may still grab a bottle of that. I don't know because it was interesting.
It really was. Breckenridge. We tried Breckenridge. They're out of Colorado. What'd you think of theirs? You had their bourbon, right?
I had all three of them.
You had all three? Okay.
Yeah. It was okay. This basically start with a bourbon, and then they had sherry cask and port cask, finished bourbon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the same thing basically. That Starward. They had one. They had the ones that they were trying outside, but I tried the one inside the VIP room, and it was really good.
Was it like a cask strength one or something?
It was Starward Solara, I think it was called.
Okay.
And I really liked it.
Also, Stagecoach.
Stagecoach. I don't remember that.
Yeah,
one.
this one. We want the 33 on the bottle.
Oh yeah,
the guy that I guess is he the owner of that distillery, right?
No.
He was giving the class. Who was the one that was talking?
No, it wasn't that guy.
No. Okay. No. What distillery was he from?
I mistook them as well because I was thinking about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a sec. I think we posted a picture of it, or I have a picture of it.
I'm trying to find the picture too.
I think we lost our feed.
Did we?
I think so. I don't know.
Well,
that's all right. We'll keep on continuing.
Cool.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, that's great.
That's fine. Yeah, the video has ended. All right, we'll keep on recording. It's fine. Yeah, I don't remember the name of it. You had posted.
Which one are you guys talking about?
I could have sworn you posted on here.
Yeah, I did. And if the internet was up, I'd be able to pull it up. But
hold on, let me reset
Whiskey with the cool story. Cutler's Distillery.
Yeah, that's why I confused the guy from Cutler's with the guy from outside.
Okay.
I don't want to say it's because I had one too many, but maybe it's because I had one too many.
No, that's the same guy. Look, Cutler's Distillery does a Stagecoach.
But Stagecoach, I don't know if it was the same thing.
Yeah, here I'll show you real quick.
I don't know.
It's the same bottle.
Okay.
You were pretty trashed.
Yeah.
See, Stagecoach.
Yeah, he was.
Okay.
Yeah, Larry had a great time.
Yeah, I don't know. Those, it was kind of like they were pretty low proof. There wasn't anything really like, I mean, there wasn't anything bad, but it wasn't anything like, oh man, I really need to pick some of that up.
Yeah.
Which is a shame for the ones that at least the ones that I tried. Maybe I came off of trying some of the, you know, the more stuff with, you know, a little bit more complex or more interesting. But those were just, I felt like they were kind of just like, they were very drinkable, but I don't know that there was a whole lot going on there. Like there's one that like, oh yeah, we made this one, like they were like, oh yeah, this is 100% corn. It literally, to me, it tasted like corn water.
Yeah, that was a 33, I think. It
Yeah,
was.
yeah. It was
Oh,
just like
that's the one
really,
that's
really
outside.
sweet corn.
Yeah, it's just really sweet.
Yeah. It tasted like almost like alcoholic corn syrup.
Yeah.
Like, this is the way that I could describe it. It just tasted like corn water.
And the guy didn't even really care when you guys were drinking it. I was like, yeah, this is what this is.
He was like whatever about
yeah,
it.
he
right?
was. I was like, all right.
I think maybe that's what gave me kind of like the opportunity to really like think about it and like, oh, this isn't really that great. I don't know. Like the guy's attitude was just kind of like really blasé about it. He didn't really seem to care.
What was the Taylor, something Taylor, the one that I tried at the Buffalo Trace?
Oh, E.H. Taylor?
Yes,
Yeah.
that one I liked too.
Yeah, that was good.
That one, and we tried Treaty Oak. I don't know if you guys remember Treaty Oak. They're red-handed in Ghost Hill, Texas.
Yeah.
Their,
I remember
their
that.
rye was pretty good.
Yeah, the rye was good. They're sourced. They were telling us that it was sourced rye, and that they grabbed like X amount of barrels. So I don't expect that I'd be able to find that one anytime soon. You know, and if you do, it's kind of like, great network connection issues. Router cannot be connected to the internet with. Okay.
Burn.
Awesome.
We lost internet connection, so our live feed is gone.
Yep.
Gone.
Good times.
It's all good. So I guess we'll just have audio of this.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm recording the video.
Oh, you're recording the video.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So we can just post it later.
Yeah, we could.
I love technology.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
This time I actually remember to start recording it. Sometimes I forget.
so you guys had a cold brew too, right?
Yeah.
What was that like? I didn't try it.
There was Oscar grabbed like a caramel one, which I was like, it just tasted like those, you know, like those brown like caramel candies, like the Mexican ones.
Yeah.
Like that's what it tasted like. And I
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, this one's okay. But they had like a vanilla cinnamon one. And that's the one I grabbed, and I thought that one was pretty good. It reminded me of kind of like abuelitas.
Mm.
Like, you know, it had the kind of like a coffee, vanilla, and
Yeah.
cinnamon thing going on. They're wine based, which is, I thought it was weird. I'm like, huh, like, but it didn't really taste like wine. Like it just, they were pretty good.
Mm.
So yeah, that was good. But yeah, overall, I mean, it was a lot of fun. Really nice people.
Yeah.
Got a lot of cool people.
It's so much. It's interesting. It's like the adult version of going to a club without like all the bullshit.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, it is.
Especially, I mean, think about it. Like you have people that are going there to try whiskey, and the VIP tickets aren't exactly cheap.
Mm-mm.
You know, I mean, it's a good value. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like it's not like you're paying cover price, at a club or something like that.
No.
And then the old fashioned class was interesting. I think the guy teaching the class was having a lot of fun.
He was.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was. He's a cool guy, dude.
yeah, he was cool.
The guy sitting next to me, actually, he said he used to work in Riverside. And then the couple sitting next to him, which was his uncle, because he's married to his niece, they live in Riverside.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I was like, oh, cool.
So a lot of people
Not the
come
only
from-
people from
Yeah.
Riverside.
Yeah, yeah.
And then we got to meet one of the family members of Roxanne's.
Yep. Yeah, and then we got to eat some delicious chicken.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, dude.
So good.
Yeah, that was good.
So
Yeah.
juicy.
Yeah.
Shout out to, what was it?
Firebird.
Firebird. Yes. Oh, my gosh. If you ever get a chance.
It was literally
Oof.
It was literally right down the street.
It was.
It was perfect.
As soon as I was like, oh shit, we're here already.
It was closer than the ramen place.
Oh yeah, it
Way
was.
closer.
Yeah.
The ramen was kind of.
The ramen place was a little bit further.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is literally right down the street. Like
We
it
could have
would've-
walked there actually.
It would have been a 20-minute walk.
Yeah.
But
It
we
was
drove
so
there and
good.
it was literally like a 4-minute drive, if that.
Yeah, but it was good, man. That chicken, the way it's so tender when you.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
Yeah. Maybe, once you're done with this thing, you'll be able to actually try. Like,
Yeah. Because I
Firebird.
had to take the breading out
yeah.
because I couldn't have it.
Oh, you couldn't have the bread. That's right.
Honestly, I did eat some of the breading because I wanted to try it. So.
Oh, you cheated, bro.
Yeah.
Your coach is watching this.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Dang.
No, he's happy anyways.
Are you happy? That's
I
the
am.
important part.
Yeah.
Did I see you're going hard in the gym, man?
Yeah, it's been good, man. It's Monday. I reached 9.1 pounds that I lost.
Where'd you leave it? Where'd you lose it?
I don't know. I don't want to find it right now.
I don't know. I'll probably find it.
But no, it's been good. I was telling Arlene today when I got here. I was like, you know what I found out today? I found out I could start running again. Because they had us running today, but my calves weren't giving me problems or anything. It was weird. It was just different. It was like I was like, oh shit, all right, fuck it, I could do this shit.
Okay.
I was like, I don't run out of breath anymore like I used to.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm like a little bit more, fit.
Maybe that's why you were getting cramps, because you were running out of breath.
That probably too, and I wasn't breathing probably.
Probably were.
No.
You're turning blue, man. I'm good.
Was it you that said you passed out?
I did pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first day.
That's right.
I forgot to breathe.
The guy's like, yeah, breathing is important. I was like, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, now I know. I almost died.
Well, no, that doesn't happen.
Nah, but it's cool. It's cool.
Because when you pass out, like, you'll actually start breathing. So
Yeah. No, but it's funny because when you start, they don't go easy. They're
No.
like either you keep up or you do your own pace. So, but they don't like judge or anything if you're going slow or you do whatever. So
as long as you're moving, I think that's
all
they care about.
Yeah, but no, it's good so far. Yeah. The eating's been fine. A lot of people tell me, "Oh, don't you get tired of eating?" Blah blah blah. I was getting tired of the proteins.
Yeah.
I was getting tired of the fucking protein shakes because I had a peanut butter one.
Yeah.
And I was drinking it for like a week and a half straight, and then after like that passed, I started drinking it, and I was like,
Yeah, I guess to a point.
I was like, nope. I was like, I gotta stop.
Yeah.
So I stopped for 3 or 4 days. So I supplement my protein with chicken or something like that.
Okay.
I would try like what I used to do is I used to have like 2 or 3 different flavors. Like instead of buying like the big fucking tub, I'll buy like 2 or 3 of the smaller ones. And it ends up being more expensive, obviously, because the bigger one is more. But like, if you mix them, or even if you have them like individually or whatever, like I had a chocolate one and I had a banana one.
Oh, nice.
So it's like, dude, mixing both. Like, if I got tired of the chocolate one, I would try the banana one. If I got tired of the banana one, I'd mix it with the chocolate one. So you got 3 different flavors right there.
That's true. Well, I have a vanilla and a peanut butter chocolate one. So I'm thinking of putting the vanilla with the chocolate and see how
might
that
work.
goes. See how that works.
I like the
because the vanilla is strong too.
I think it's called Muscle Farm Combat. But it's cookies
The Combat
and cream.
powder. Their cookies and cream is fucking delicious.
I would never get tired of that one. That one's so good.
It is good.
Yeah.
That was one of they're the ones that had the chocolate and the banana one. That was the third one I used to have.
Okay.
It was and I used to, the cookies and cream, you put it with the chocolate or with the banana. But yeah, that one's good.
They have right now. They came out with the chocolate mint, but I was like, I don't know about the chocolate mint though.
I like chocolate.
What brand are you using?
I like chocolate mint. So.
Fuck, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember now. Oh, actually, you know what I do?
Yeah, that that combat powder is pretty good.
Here, I'll tell you right now. One moment, please.
Uno momento, por favor. Man, I want to go back to Firebird.
Let's go right now.
Oh my gosh.
They'll be closed. I don't know. They close early, don't they?
I don't know.
I don't know what time because they operate out of a brewery. I forgot. Yeah. Look, I even forgot the name of the brewery.
Liberation Brewery in Long Beach.
Liberation Brewery. But I believe
Myo FX. That's what it is.
Myo what?
FX. MYOFX.
I don't think I've had that one.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Cool. So their spices. So they have basic chick, and it goes all the way up to ex-wife, right?
No, it goes all the way up to suicide.
Suicide. Oh, okay.
The challenge. I was trying to find somebody on her Instagram that took that challenge. I couldn't find anybody else.
I don't think anybody will.
No, they've done it. Like she's posted pictures of people doing it before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
But what is it? So you have to do 3 of them, right?
Yeah.
So there's
I want to say it's 3 of them. Yeah.
there's suicide.
I did the hot. I did the hot chick. Yeah, I did the hot chick. That one was pretty good. It was
Yeah.
spicy, and I was like, "Fuck!" And then you're the one that gave me the other one,
Yeah.
the next one.
That was ex-wife. That wasn't even the hottest one she makes.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and then there after that, suicide, right?
I don't want to say it is. Yeah.
So it's suicide, ex-wife, hot chick, midlife crisis, fired up, basic chick.
Shit, man, I would love to try it and just do it.
Yeah.
But fuck,
I think
Once
you
I-
could do it.
You
I
would
don't
lose weight,
know.
dude. You'd be sweating so much.
Yeah.
fuck, I'm perfect in the floor and shit.
I tried.
Convulsing.
I tried one like a little piece of the ex-wife, and that was too much for me. But I
That's
don't
what you
really.
brought last time, isn't it?
Yeah. But I don't really.
It was good though. I remember it was like hot, but I was like,
Good
it was
flavor.
flavor though. I
Yeah.
was like, fuck, I was like, this is good.
Yeah. That is the one thing about it is it's hot, but like I think I asked her for between midlife and fired up, like right between one of those two. And I think she nailed it this time. Cuz last time it was a little hot. Like I wasn't really crazy about it.
The cheese sticks were good too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Those look bomb.
They were
Bro,
When
fucking
I saw, it, I
good.
was like, oh, I was like,
They
mm,
were.
fuck. I was like, oh, that looks good.
They really were.
But no, that's
You missed
cool.
out.
I
Yeah.
did. Oh,
And the fries are good too.
Yeah. They are good. Just everything's good.
You know, that's the one thing is like I generally don't like coleslaw.
Mm.
And like I almost like I knew it was there and I forgot to tell her to take it off the first time I went.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
But then I tried it and I was like, oh, this is actually good. And I just left it on there the
Oh,
second
dude,
time.
their pickles.
Oh yeah.
Pickles
Were
were good.
amazing.
Yeah, the pickles
Yeah.
were good.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
I,
good.
I had to go back and get some extra. I was like, can I get some extra pickle sauce for sure?
Yeah.
I was like, do you guys make your own? They're like, we used to, but then we found this vendor with these and they're really good. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, they are.
They're really good. Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
That's what I mean, at least for the that's what the pickles are what decided it for me in terms of like the Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
It's the pickles.
Mm.
Because the pickles on the Popeye sandwich are fucking good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
I still haven't tried it yet.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
good.
It's good.
Yeah.
Are they still selling them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the hype still real?
No.
Mm,
It died down.
It died down?
The last time I went, like I had ordered the sandwich, and by the time like even before I was done paying, like they already had them ready.
Yeah, because last time it took a while. It took
Yeah.
like a minute or two
Yeah,
because everybody was ordering them.
yeah. Because I mean, yeah, it was still a bit crazy. Like not the last time I went, but the one before that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's probably just fine. It's probably just like whatever. Everybody's had like memes get run out, so
Yeah, they're no more.
but they're still good.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are. I want to try the chicken sandwich she makes.
It's good, dude. I'm telling you, you picked the wrong time to do this.
Right?
You missed out on whiskey, and you missed out on the delicious chicken sandwich.
Man. But there's next year, though.
There is.
right.
Next year's going to be a blast.
Yeah.
We were talking about possibly getting an Airbnb this time around.
That would be smarter, because I had to stay here for a bit.
I know.
Yeah. After.
So we got to Eddie's, and then Larry had to, take
Yeah.
a nap.
I had to rest up because I was feeling it. And I don't know, it was bad.
I knew as soon as we parked and he didn't move, I was like, I think he's drunk.
Yes, very much so.
No.
Oh gosh, you guys drank more than I did. I was trying to slow down just because I had a sleep study the next day.
How did that go? Did you study enough?
I did study enough,
Did you pass?
so it went well. They stuck the wires under my tongue again this time around, but this time around I actually slept really good.
Did they get more information this time than last time?
Yeah, because last time I was not able to sleep. Like the wires. I mean, this time around it still bothered me, but I took ibuprofen. I took 800 milligrams, and that seemed to help a bit.
You should just smoke a joint and just fucking fall asleep.
No,
Well, then that corrupts it.
It does.
Oh.
I couldn't take any opioids or anything like that, like no marijuana or anything like that. So, because I had some Norcos from my dentist,
Oh, that would fucking knocked you out.
but
You would have slept for fucking 16
oh
hours.
yeah, but that night though, like they hooked me up, and I knocked out right away. Right away, I went to sleep. It was a really good night's sleep. I'm doing another study now. I'm testing this watch. It's supposed to monitor your sleep a lot better than iWatches. Is that what they're called?
Well, the Apple Watch has its
Apple
own
Watch.
has its built-in app, but there's another one that I've been using. And it'll tell you like, because it'll ask you like throughout the day, like, you know, like when you get up, it'll give you a report, and it'll say, oh, you slept for this amount of time.
Yeah.
And then it asks you like, oh, how did you wake, and like, how did you feel when you woke up, you know? And then it'll ask you like, in, you know, the middle of the day, like, oh, how fatigued have you been?
Yeah.
And then after a while, like it'll analyze your sleep rhythm, and it'll be like, oh, because it checks your heart rate as well, and it's like, oh, you had a good dip in heart rate. Like, what happened? Like, what is different? You know, then you have to scroll through the options or whatever. So it's pretty thorough, but it's not the actual
built-in Apple Watch.
Yeah, not the well. It works with Apple Watch, but it's not the one that comes with it by default.
Well, apparently, I guess Apple Watches don't really monitor your sleep that well. I guess regardless of what app you use or whatever, the way it's built, I don't know. So they're testing this one out for that reason. Yeah, it's supposed to monitor your sleep a lot better.
I don't know. I would like to try that and see if it works with the Apple Watch, but I don't know if the charge will probably.
It's called
it works for me. It works for me. So what I do is, like, as I'm getting ready, like to go to bed, like or when I get home, if it's really low, I'll put it on the charger. And then before I go to sleep, I'll put it on.
And then when you wake up, you put it on before you leave?
No, like it's already on. So when I leave home, and then like if throughout the day I have a chance, like I'm sitting at my desk, I'll just put it on the charger.
Okay.
Yeah, like see right now it's at 64%, and I wore this last night to sleep.
Oh shit.
So, but I didn't put it on the charger, and this is an older version. This is the Series 3.
Oh, okay.
Yours is newer, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's a Series 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell just because of the difference in the actual little button.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it'll work better. I should try both of them.
I know. I guess it's not out in the market yet, I guess, but it's a Korean company. And I guess they're very thorough on their things, so I don't know.
So what sort of data does it give you?
It doesn't tell me anything yet. Right now, it's just like I can't see the data. It's uploading the data to
them. So it sends it to them through Wi-Fi or
like there's
broadband?
An app that you sync it to, and through that app, that's what they monitor through. So I guess it monitors stress levels and stuff like that. So,
oh wow, interesting.
Yeah, this does the same thing. Like it'll monitor your heart rate. It'll monitor your motion, like while you're sleeping. Like if you move around. So I don't know. It's pretty cool. I just downloaded it on a whim because I remember I used to, like a long time ago when I had a Fitbit. And I used to come with the freaking band that you used to have to put on. You used to have to put the Fitbit on there. Oh, yeah. But it only really detected motion. It didn't do anything else.
Motion detection?
Pretty much.
It's like, dude, I can detect when I move. I don't need you.
Yeah. They'll tell you supposedly how much sleep you have, but I'm like, I don't know how it does that. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I don't know either. That's very interesting.
No, I mean just by the motion. Like
right. Because some people toss and turn in their bed, right? So
yeah.
I mean, so this has like it has like a green light underneath the watch thing.
Yeah, that's for heart rate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's pretty interesting. I gotta do another. I gotta go back in this Wednesday coming up to do the final sleep study for this.
The final countdown.
Yeah, should be interesting. Get paid another $150. So for this last study, the one that I did, I got paid $550.
Nice.
So, and I try to pay my car registration with those gift cards, but I can't do it. So I'm gonna try AAA. See, maybe I can do it there with my gift cards.
Probably,
right?
Yeah.
Hopefully I can. Because I tried doing it online. And get this, now the DMV is charging 2.1% service charge.
Yeah, to pay with a credit card. But if you pay with an e-check, then it's fine.
Yeah.
That's what I did. I was like, fuck you guys.
Okay, so you're already able to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. because they're too fucking stupid to eat the service cost, or they. I mean, why would they?
Incur into the cost. Wow.
Yeah, no, they got to have that 2%. I mean, when it's 2% out of $450 for a fucking registration.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. My registration fees are fucking ridiculous.
$400? Is that for all of them?
I don't know. Just
I just got
in
mine.
general. I think I paid like 2 something for mine.
Yeah,
220.
Mine was like 2 something.
Mine's 280 something.
Yeah. Yeah, mine's 2 something, and my car's 12 years old.
Damn.
Fucking ridiculous.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's stupid, dude.
Yeah.
It should be cheaper than that.
You would think.
Well, yeah.
I think. I'm telling you. Arizona, $35 for 2 years for the Bronco.
You know, Arizona doesn't sound that bad to move to. It's close enough to California to drive to.
My sister lives there. She seems to like it.
Yeah. What part?
Fuck. I don't remember offhand.
Phoenix.
Right near the beach? Boy.
Gila Bend.
Gila Bend.
Yeah.
Tucson.
I know it's not Tucson.
Goodyear. Glendale.
I want to say Glendale. I could be wrong.
Oh, Glendale's nice. I've been there.
Where is it that the Dodgers have
Glendale.
their Glendale?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
like Phoenix area, right?
Yeah, I think it's like 5 hours from here.
Hmm.
Because we drove. Because I think
Yeah,
Arnie,
just actually in Glendale.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Arnie has cousins that live right there.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I do want to move to Tucson. So if Rebecca, so she's studying for her MCAT, which is to, I guess, get into med school. If she does a residency and practices in Arizona, I guess U of A or Arizona will pay for her tuition if she practices in Arizona,
Oh,
in
nice.
Tucson.
How does that work?
I don't know, but that's pretty sweet though.
Oh, that yeah.
Because because a lot of out of state students come to U of A to their
But
med
then they
school,
leave.
But then they leave.
Yeah.
So I guess they're short on I guess not just general practice, but doctors in general. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
U of A. So.
Especially specialists.
And
Yeah.
then her making that much in Tucson and cost of living there is, I mean, it's not, you don't need much, really.
I don't know.
Pretty sweet.
Seems like she really likes San Diego though.
Mm-hmm.
She does, but she also misses Tucson. But she doesn't like the cost of living.
Oh no, of course not.
But
Cost of living
it's
sucks
crazy.
in San Diego.
Oh yeah, but I mean, if you're making doctor money,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're
Yeah.
making doctor money, I
if you're
guess.
making doctor money in San Diego, like San Diego doctor money, I think it's all right.
I think you can afford maybe a 2-bedroom house.
Yeah, yeah. Instead of just instead of just the studio apartment, like
Yeah.
you can get a bathroom, another bathroom.
Right.
You can get a closet.
Exactly.
Oh my god,
It's
man. I
ridiculous,
can't
dude.
imagine, dude.
But I think it'd be pretty cool. I mean, living in Tucson with not much, and then just buying properties to rent out, and eventually just live off of the rent from that, and then probably buy a house in San Diego.
Yeah, I mean, the thing of it is like you really have to get lucky with tenants.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've known people that have done that and they've gotten lucky with their tenants and they don't really have to do a whole lot. Like it's a nice source of income, but when it's a pain in the ass, it's a pain in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's you earn your money then, and it's can be pretty crazy. But yeah, I mean I don't know. I just man, California's just getting fucking worse and worse.
Oh my gosh, tell me
All the
about it.
time.
I guess there's a
Now they're talking about more taxes for the roads.
letting out people on parole or something like that a lot sooner. Talking about
Abolishing the bail.
yes,
Or-
abolishing the bail. Also, there's a new bill or something they're trying to pass to where if you are within 10 years of this person's age and you have a relationship with them, you don't have to file as a sexual offender.
What?
Yes.
Oh my god,
As long as you're 10 years apart.
that's
It's like, what?
Wow. What?
that's ridiculous.
What?
Why am I not surprised though?
I
Why am I not
I don't know.
surprised? I mean, it's just every day it's just getting closer. Like yeah, and then they'll just push it. That's the thing is like they'll a lot of the people are sort of like a lot more conservative people, and like old school people are kind of like, hesitant to, accept or be more open to like the acceptance of gay people. And it's not to say that it's like the same thing, but a lot of the times the two are conflated. And it's, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, society, they'll say, oh yeah, society accepts this. Like, what's the next thing? And what's the next thing? Like, no, it needs to stop. It needs to stop already. Mm-hmm. Kids should not be the next thing that adults should be into. Mm-hmm. I mean, 10 years is fucking ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
Crazy.
Yeah. But what are you gonna do?
I guess nothing really. Can't really do much. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's a whole group.
So I heard also that a lot of people, the state of California, accidentally registered them incorrectly or something, or changed their party affiliation or something like that.
That's fake news.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not. I mean, I haven't seen that to be the case, and what really that comes down to is like the way that the primaries are run here. There's no Republican primary in California.
You're right.
Because there's already the candidate's already been selected. So that's kind of like a combination of people not knowing what the fuck is going on with just passing boomer memes that like, this is this, and this. It's like, no, that's not what that says.
Got it.
Yeah, it's just you need to really pay attention in terms of
that makes sense
of the way that California, elections work and how you register. I don't think that you can vote for a party primary if you're listed as no party preference, but I could be wrong. I've not been listed as that for a while, so I don't remember.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure that that's what it has to do with.
So are we going to visit Garrison Brothers?
That would be nice.
I mean, Chewy's going to have his new place.
Yeah. It's about I think we looked at it. It's about an hour and 20 minutes from around where Chewy is, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Wouldn't be bad.
I think I'm gonna start moving in next month. I think.
That's wild. That's cool. Yeah, we'll just email this guy. He said to email him.
Yeah. He said he'd be happy to give us a tour. They don't normally do tours, but he said if we email him.
Yeah.
Which we will, because he seems really cool.
And he's like, and it's an actual farm, guys. He's like, it's an actual farm. I'm like, dude, even better.
Yeah. So.
That'd be cool.
I've been to a farm before.
Yeah. You guys need some pigs that need to be shot? We'll take our rifles.
Oh, it's so good. I forgot how good this is.
That is a crazy thing. Last time when I went to Texas, the guy, it's like, oh yeah, if I get up to go pee and I see there's a green light in my backyard, I grab my rifle and, take out a pig and fill out the freezer. It's like, fuck, dude, free meat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to go to the store.
No, just free meat just shows up. Carnitas and shit.
Free meat.
Yeah.
Ma, I got el caso.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I don't think we haven't. The one thing that I meant to talk about last time, and I forgot to check on like how it's going, but like the stuff that's going on in Australia, the fires.
Oh yeah.
I guess it rained now.
Yeah. So.
But did it slow down?
I'm sure it did.
Slow down, put them out. I guess they got started by. Well, I guess multiple people got arrested.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah, I found that interesting.
I didn't know global warming had 2 legs.
Yeah, well, I mean, it does when you got to push a certain agenda, right? There's some, there's some shitty stuff coming out, obviously, of, stuff that happens and the number of animals that died and people.
Oh my gosh. Terrible.
But there was also, the cool stories you hear about people like driving around and, picking up animals or like them airdropping carrots all over certain areas. So the animals that did survive can eat. Like,
that's crazy.
It's I think
heartbreaking, man.
It's heartbreaking, but I think it's cool to see like people doing doing stuff to contribute positively. That part of it is cool to see. It's just sad that it has to come out for that specific reason. But,
yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I don't. I mean, again, I'm sure I'll think of something.
Oh well, didn't they just turn in the articles of impeachment?
Yeah. So I was having this conversation with somebody. We were talking and
Mm-hmm.
found it interesting. Their point of view, something they brought up, and I was like, you know what, that makes sense. So, and I watched the last debate, and Bernie Sanders got thrown under the bus, which is hilarious because
Oh my gosh!
again, he'll get thrown under the bus, and whatever the Democratic Party picks, he'll stand behind them.
It's 2016 all over again. Man.
Yeah. He won't call it out because he'll want to run again at 98 years old or whatever the fuck, however old he's gonna be next time around. But he was saying like, look, like they turned in the articles of impeachment, like there's gonna be some of these people that are on that stage that are gonna be occupied with the hearings. Like they're not gonna be able to go out and campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And guess who that doesn't affect is Joe Biden.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, dude, like there was, I forget when it was, like a while back that like something popped up about Joe Biden. When he was talking about that whole, about how he likes kids on his lap and he learned a lot about cockroaches.
And
I was like,
the kids
what?
rubbing his leg up and down.
Yeah. I was like, if the Democratic Party doesn't push him away after that, like it's a lock. He's getting the nomination for sure. And sure enough, they didn't say shit about it. So I think my prediction still holds true. He's going to be the one that gets the nomination.
Oh my gosh. That did you watch that scuffle between Bernie and
Wait,
Warren?
which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the question that was asked or the part where she didn't shake his hand?
Both.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I watched both.
Yeah.
So it was like, the question was like, oh, you said to Elizabeth Warren that a woman could never get elected president. Like, what did you mean by that? And he's like, no, I never said that. This and that. Of course, she can get elected. Oh, of course, we could have a woman president, or whatever. And then the moderator was like, oh, so what did you think when he said that?
Yeah.
And then she didn't deny that he said it. She was just like, oh, well, I disagreed with it. So basically, like, yeah, he's full of shit. So, and that's kind of why that happened. And
yeah, I think it's bullshit though. I don't think he said that.
I don't know.
I don't think he said that because he's had a track record of, him saying that women can definitely become president.
It doesn't make sense to me that he would. Like,
no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
And then that stunt she pulled afterwards when she didn't shake his hand, she's like, "Did you just call me a liar on national TV?" Like it was like the way she came up to him, like shoulders front and like this, like she was obviously embarrassed to like say that. Like, and then the mics were still on.
Conveniently,
Come on.
Conveniently, they were still on. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Joe Biden is going to get the nomination for sure. Andrew Yang wasn't there. Tulsi Gabbard wasn't there. They still haven't formally dropped out, quote unquote. So
they're being totally ignored.
Yeah, talk about the party of old white people.
Nope.
Is very, very prominent.
The party that hates old rich white men
is and the stage is dominated by rich old white people.
And also the party of no gender is fighting about which gender can become president.
Yeah, and they're only talking about they're only talking about both two genders. So that they're not woke enough. One of the things that I forget who said it, but they were talking about Obamacare, and I think this is Joe Biden when he was like, "Oh yeah," like when they were talking about like putting everybody on Obamacare and why it wouldn't work, why Mayor Pete's plan of Medicare for those who want it, why that wouldn't work. And they were like, oh, well, we can't have any free rides and have it work. Where it's like, oh, wait a minute. So like you want to put everybody on Obamacare. But and you say that, free rides don't count, but like, or if there's anybody free riding, like it wouldn't work. But meanwhile, you guys all raised your hand and said that your plan for healthcare for everybody included healthcare for illegal immigrants. So which is it? You know? it's like the fact that they didn't get called out on that, like I found it interesting and funny.
I didn't find it funny. I knew they weren't gonna get called out on that.
No, of course not. No. The tough questions don't get asked. The one tough question that did get asked, and they kept harping on it, was how and notice this is the same question that could be asked for any of the other candidates, but specifically they had to ask Bernie Sanders, why won't you tell us how much it would cost to give everybody Medicare? Like under your plan, how much would it cost?
Yeah.
And he didn't answer the question, and they kept asking him, and I was like, oh, that's interesting that they're pushing him, but like everybody else has these grand old ideas of free everything and this and that, and it's like, they don't get asked how they're gonna pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So
the way you guys talk about it looked like he's like the target.
Yeah, of course. They're throwing him right under the bus again. Yeah. They know that he's not as popular as he was back then. Like, if he ever had a shot, it was 2016. He doesn't have a shot now.
I thought he was leading, though, in the polls.
No way.
No?
I don't think so. I could be wrong. But again, it depends on who you ask and how you ask in those polls,
Yeah.
I don't really... Who's reporting those polls? You know, I mean, it's one of those things. It's like, is it an actual, like, reputable source for polls, and Correct. How is that information being reported?
Yeah. And how many people were polled?
Yeah.
And where?
yeah. It just doesn't. I don't know. I doubt it. It's just maybe because he has the name recognition, but in terms of like policy, in terms of him selling out. I mean, there's plenty of people that supported him that don't this time around because he gave Hillary Clinton the endorsement. The person I was having a conversation with, he's like, oh, like he didn't endorse Hillary. I was like, dude, if he hadn't endorsed Hillary, he wouldn't be up there right now. The Democratic Party would not have excused him for it.
Nope.
And I don't think he will this time because I don't think he has it in him to run again. So...
Nah,
I doubt it.
This dude almost had a heart attack.
He did have a heart attack.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, dude, I was watching clips of Joe Biden just stumbling on his words the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
It was so sad to watch. Like, it wasn't even funny to me.
No, it's sad at this point. Really.
Yeah.
It's just, it's like, why are we even considering this guy for president? Honestly, like, I mean, I'm not, but somebody is, and why? But he's gonna end up on the ballot. I at this point I'd bet money on it. If the kid's touching his legs, like if that didn't put the nail in the coffin, then there's no coffin. Like he's
just gonna walk in.
Yeah. But who knows? Maybe they're expecting that the stuff. Apparently there was Russian hackers struck Burisma, and got some information on the whole Hunter Biden thing. I haven't really heard any more beyond that. But I think if any information comes out, that'll be beneficial. Like during the trial, they'll just be like, "Oh, see, he's working for the Russians."
Yeah.
So, well, I mean, we'll see.
I
think even when the first, times that it came up that there was going to be the whole impeachment thing, like I remember we even talked about it. We're like, there's no way that like this impeachment thing comes up and Hunter Biden and Joe Biden don't get implicated in some sort of way. Maybe that's what the Democratic Party is counting on. I don't know. At this point, I don't know.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a somber time apparently for Nancy Pelosi.
Not so somber when you're smiling,
giving out souvenir
pens. Which usually presidents do when they're signing like a certain bill or something.
Like something historic, something important.
Which apparently is important to her, but it's somber. Yeah. We got to be sad about this. But do it with a smile.
Yeah, exactly.
It's ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Other than that, I don't really know if I ever... I mean, I haven't really been keeping up with too much of what's going on. I don't know. Maybe I'm just recovering from... No, I didn't feel that bad. Like, I actually forced myself. I forced myself to grab like that the body armor drink.
What is that?
It's like a different version of Gatorade, basically.
Never had it before.
It's good. I liked it. I made sure I drank that before I actually went to sleep, and it helped out. I'm sure.
You think it was because you took that energy drink and
no, it wasn't the energy drink at all. That has a lot of that just had a lot of caffeine in it. I didn't grab coffee that morning, so so that woke me up. But I think the body armor helped in terms of feeling like shit the next day.
Yeah.
I mean, I was tired, but that was it. Didn't have a headache or
I felt good the next day. I wasn't feeling bad or nothing.
Yeah, I felt great.
Yeah, fuck you.
I don't know how Oscar felt.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think he felt good. I mean, he had to drive, so
yeah, it couldn't have been that bad.
Yeah, it couldn't have been that bad.
So I'm ready to go back for those chicken.
Let's go right now.
You're right.
You're driving.
Take us an hour to get there.
Yeah, if we text her, I'm sure she'll save. She'll save some for us.
That's so good.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Well,
all right.
We'll call it a night.
Yeah, let's finish this and hang out for a bit afterwards.
Yes,
sir.
Thank you guys for joining us.
All right.
See you guys next time. Peace.
See you guys.